Alright y'all, you saw from the beginning, something has freaking arrived. They're super jacked about it. Come here, heifer. Lilo's out here with me. Motor got delivered 2 days ago. It freaking poured yesterday, so we weren't able to do anything with it. It got inside and that's where it's been. I posted it. Can you get you out of my way? Posted a couple TikToks on it trying to get you guys a guess of what do you think we got, or is all this, and there's some really good guesses. Time to reveal it. Let's go see it. Alright y'all, so we pulled the motor out of here. Time to freaking reveal it. Like I said, had a lot of stuff on TikTok and there's a lot of good guesses on what people think. Some were saying diesel, 5.4, 6.0, all this stuff. So we actually went back stock with a 5.3, but this was our problems. And before I actually get into this, huge shout out to Duke at Summit Racing. Dude's freaking awesome, helped me throughout this whole entire process. Was actually calling like 3 weeks ago about the red truck, getting that motor built, and wound up, Tahoe blew up, became good friends. He's a fan, he watches the channel. So we actually had a crate motor picked out with him. It was a stock one for 385 horsepower, and it actually got bought from underneath me. So we were left with another option, which was getting another 5.3. But this one, guys, has 450 horsepower. Now in this video, we're gonna talk about the pros and the cons of this. Pros, motor's gonna be badass, super excited. Cons, it's going in the Tahoe, which is already pulling a lot of weight with a stock transmission. So we'll get into that, but yeah guys, there's a lot of stuff to talk about this. There's not actually many videos on this motor from Summit. They fully built it, it's brand new, so we actually didn't get to dive into too much. All I did was just break the top of the crate, remove some of this plastic just to see and look at the motor from like shipping. You never know with damage, but there was one thing I was looking at, guys. With this motor, it comes with either 243 heads or 799 heads, and you don't really come across 243 heads. It's really one of the best heads LS makes. Dude, when she runs, she's so fat. Keep throwing for her and make her lose some weight. It wasn't supposed to be here until April 1st, and I'm thinking at the warehouse April 1st, and then probably to me like April 7th, April 8th. It literally got shipped out so quickly that Dude couldn't even try to hook me up and let me know what heads are coming with it, and from just luck, she came with 243 heads. So guys, we literally have bottom end, middle, and top end full package of literally one of the best motors I think online right now that you can buy. That being said, I haven't looked at this yet. I'm gonna show you guys what this comes with. Let's cut this crate and let's dive into it. The first thing that I was freaking very impressed with this motor is that I read these descriptions pretty well. I did not say anything about it coming with a gasket set. So literally that was my concerns, just for like pricing and stuff. This motor literally comes at like 45% of it to like actually get dropped in the truck and run. It's crate motor already, and it stays stock with all the specs for an LM7 from like 99 to 2007. That's what this motor can go in. And yeah, open the freaking box at the top, and it comes with a whole gasket set. And they're nice gaskets too. They're not the only plastic ones are just for the intake, but everything else is all metal. I mean, except the valve covers. But yeah, very nice. It's probably like a $250 gasket set right here. Just threw this bag over just to try to keep some of the stuff off. But yeah, guys, this is the full package. Like I said, this is what the motor came wrapped in. I actually broke this when we were pulling the motor out, 2 vacuum lines, and this one right here, all the sawdust just went by. This one right here is pretty much like the breathing tube for the valve cover. So this is it's a stock component, but it's an aftermarket one because the one I broke was plastic and it just honestly looked a little bit older. So this is nice to have something new. It comes with a brand new oil pump tube, and the only thing you're gonna have to really upgrade with this is if you're using an aftermarket oil pan. I'm using my stock one, thank God. Can't think of the name of whatever blew up. It looked like somebody shot it with a 12 gauge though. Skid plate for the oil pan, it kind of protects it underneath. This is what this sits in between. Skid plate is what prevented my oil pan from pretty much blowing up. So this is awesome. This is everything that we need to replace down there and use the stock oil pan. Just bend that plate back and reuse it, it's fine. I've yet to do this, but we're actually going to take this motor out the crate for the first time and put it on to the cherry picker, then the motor stand, so we can get a better look at it and show you guys really what we're working with. This is the first time I've actually seen the block, and I haven't even seen that side. So first for everything, let's pull her out and load it up. I missed a step on it too, guys. Also, it came, I didn't get to show, we put it inside already. It comes with a brand new performance oil pump. You guys know in these year models with these motors, oil pumps were never really the best, and the lifters, and that's lack of good oil pump. So it's a performance oil pump. It needs it for this type of motor, having so much power. The motor's got 420 foot-pounds of torque, 450 horsepower. That's 150 more than the original LM7 and 100 pounds more with the torque. That's freaking insane, guys. This motor, what they did is they pretty much took a shell of a 5.3 and some it completely just made this motor bad to the bone. I mean, this motor can fit anywhere a third gen could, dropped in anything. I mean, they helped me out a lot, and like I said, Duke, I know you're watching this, man. You really led me into the right direction. And there's only a couple things we have to do with this motor that would kind of put a hurting on us. I said it's going into Tahoe, and these are some of the cons I'm starting to face. Tahoe's probably not going to make it too much longer with this motor. I don't think we have the stock transmission in that truck, but for what I'm going off of, guys, and motor, apparently we're just going to say I know the body for sure has 230,000 miles on it, and the transmission looks like it's aftermarket, so I'm not too sure. It hasn't given me any problems. I've never slipped a gear. I mean, honestly, I'm just hoping that it holds up for the best part. At least let me get like 6 months out of it. 4,000 mile break-in with this motor, so we'll be babying it either way, and it's required for this. We'll read you some of the cam specs. Off my phone, it's Summit Pro LS cam with a 222 intake duration, and 231 exhaust duration, and a 112 lope separation, also known as LSA. So it's a pretty big cam, guys. It's reading at like a 2.5, 3, and it goes straight to Mayhem, which is a performance shop that's probably around 30 minutes from us. So it's gonna have to get thrown on the dyno, and they say bigger fuel injectors are required, but it's pretty much, guys, this motor is capable of 450 horsepower. It's built for that. Now, keeping all stock components, probably gonna see in the lower 4s, but we're upgrading as we go. I mean, I got a lot of stuff coming new for this, but pretty much, guys, I want to keep some of the old motor's heart in here. So most of the stuff that I have, oh yeah,
that's the heart.
No, this is the body. The heart is what happened once it took a took a shit. And with the stock valley cover, we have to do a new timing cover for this motor, and the harmonic balancer is like stuck on, not coming off. Same with the bolt. So right now, there's only 3 things that are going to be new on this motor. Everything else, guys, I've put a lot of time in cleaning. We're gonna do a cool painting theme for this motor. There's a lot to come, so that is what we have ordered. Told you guys we're gonna do something good. 0 miles, brand new LS motor, 450 horsepower, 243 heads. I didn't even bring that up too. 243 heads, the best head you can get on the LS. It's like the full package deal. Everything on it, Molly rings. I mean, this motor was literally built for power. Now, was my Tahoe built for power? No.
Fuck no.
Blows my mind, guys. This motor is literally putting out more horsepower than the 2008 Corvette with the 6.2 in it, and I think it's like 2010 to 2015 SS Camaros. That's just literally blows my mind. This is a very, very big motor for the Tahoe, but at the same time too, I'm pulling 37s. I got 22x14s. The truck's lifted. We're gonna take some positives from this, that this motor is so freaking brand new. I'm going to try to figure out my steering. I do not know what is wrong. The only thing we have now replacing the truck is gearbox. I've had 3 shops tell me that no matter how loose your gearbox is, your truck should not be having death wobble like that. We're gonna figure it out. I can actually see the gearbox right now, so we'll get it going. But literally, guys, this is it. This is the motor. Little by little, we're gonna start throwing some parts on, and right now I would like to get the valve covers on, to get the timing cover plate on there with the new balancer, lock that down, and then pretty much this whole motor is kind of sealed up. I just don't want anything kind of getting in it right now. So we'll wheel it back in here, put a tarp over it or something, and y'all be seeing videos soon. So just wanted to announce this is what we got. Huge shout out to Summit Racing, and Tahoe's gonna be getting a big change here shortly. So with that being said, guys, till next time, live back.